underway. The kick taken at the 10-yard line by number 20, Brad Cox. Cox with some blocking, gets all the way up to about the 28-yard line. An 18-yard run back by Brad Cox. Quarterback for the Huskies, number 12, Kinderknecht, takes the handoff to sides and goes to about the 36-yard line, about an 8-yard run. There is a penalty flag on the field. And on the tackle that time was number 44, Taryn Patterson for the Trojans. Preliminary indication is a face mask penalty. Kinderknecht handing the ball off to number 13. Number 13 trying to fight for a first down. Then on the tackle, number 34 for the Trojans, Rex Mulder. Also number 10, Nathan. Two sides, running to his left, testing the right-hand side of the Logan defense. Gains of second down, Northern Valley. Ball just shy of the 15. Kinderknecht running to his right, picked up at about the 14-yard line, a gain of a yard. Kinderknecht handing the ball off to sides. And on the tackle, number 10, Nathan DeWitt, and 74, Matt Harmon. Logan Valley at the Logan 5. Kinderknecht bringing the Huskies to the line. Ball is hit by Kinderknecht, and he runs in for 5-yard touchdown. Lance Kinderknecht puts the first 6 points on the board in this ball game. In the backfield, Sides and Skipper. Ball pitched to Sides, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. Keith Sides, co-captain of the Huskies, senior, takes it in for the 2. And Kinderknecht with a short kick taken at about the 25-yard line, rushing for about 5 yards. The Trojans, and they will have pretty good field position their first possession this evening. The ball. Quarterbacking number 10, Nathan DeWitt for the Trojans. DeWitt handing the ball to 24. Going to his right for a couple of hard-fought yards is Kyle Gruner. In on the tackle, 28, Brian Shear. 45, Thad Skipper. Gain of 2, trying to get into Husky territory for a first and 10. DeWitt handing the ball up the middle. Met there by a pack of Huskies. The ball carrier that time, 44, Taryn Patterson. In on the tackle, 79, Shane Sell. 45, Thad Skipper. And 20, Brad Cox. Gain of 2, 3rd and 6. DeWitt keeping the ball, gains a couple, bring up 4th down at about 4. Ball at about the 36-yard line. 4th and 4 situation now facing the Trojans. An interesting decision time for their coach and their team.
17 and 79.
And on the tackle last time, 17 and 79, Mitchell Kempler and Shane Sell. 24 to punt for the Trojans. Back to receive, 13 takes it at the 12-yard line. Keith Sides with some good blocking up ahead. Races to about the 30. In on the tackle, 71 and 85. Philip Kemp, second possession of the evening for the Husky offense. Kinderknecht keeping the ball. Good blocking by some of the Huskies as he races for around 9 to 10 yards. 55. In on the tackle is the defensive captain, 1. Huskies. Kinderknecht handing it to Skemper, and Skemper pulls his way for 5 yards. Thad Skemper, the ball carrier. And on the tackle, 55, Matt Rowe, and number 10, Nathan DeWitt. First and 10, and B. Kinder Connect handing the ball off to Skemper. Skemper, about a 5-yard gain. Then on the tackle, number 10, DeWitt, and 34, 6 for a first and 10. Second and 5.
He wasn't a fast runner. He just wouldn't give up.
Kinder Connect keeping the ball, trying to, with second effort, to get the first down. It'll depend on the spot. So Northern Valley at the 25-yard line will have a first and 10 at Logan's 25. Ball carrier is Sides. Going to about the 15. Tackled by 24. Kyle Bruner making the good defensive play for the Trojans.
He's still rubbing his shoulder like he wanted to hurt his shoulder.
And off to 45. Skipper. And there is a flag on the field. And on the tackle that time, number 55, Matt Rowe, and number 10, Nathan DeWitt. Preliminary indication is Kinder Connect pitching the ball to Sides with good effort. Gains about 4. And on the tackle that time, 55. A good defensive play by Matt Rowe. 44 also, and 16. Kinder Connect passing the ball and touchdown! A 22-yard pass from Lance Kinder Connect to number 20, Brad Cox. Extra point attempt upcoming. In the backfield for the Huskies, 45 Skemper, 13 Sides. And the quarterback is Kinder Connect. Kinder Connect on a keeper does not make it as he goes to his left, and the defense of Logan holds the Huskies on the 2-point conversion. So at this point, the kickoff to the Trojans. Back 24 and 44. Kyle Bruner, Karen Patterson, Lance Kinder Connect doing the kicking. End over end kick that bounces at the 19. The ball back to about the 10-yard line, running the ball to about the 25. About a 15-yard run back for the Trojans that time was number 24, Kyle Bruner, the junior for the Trojans. Fine run back by Bruner. And on the tackle, 77, Jeff Connard, and number 12, Lance Kinder Connect. Logan with pretty good field position here at their own 25-yard line. It'll be first and 10, the second offensive possession tonight for the Trojans. DeWitt with the keeper, gains enough for a first down. DeWitt taking the ball almost to the midfield stripes. Ball going to be spotted about the 39-yard line of the Trojans. A 14.
Yeah.
He could have nailed it.
It's wide open from out there blocking.
The Trojans. The sack for a loss. There's a fumble on the play. Picked up by the Trojans. And from that fumble, there is a gain. Gain of a couple. Tackle that time by number 12, Lance Kinder Connect. Ball in line by the Huskies. And an alert play by Harmon. Second down and 8. Ball in Husky territory. Handoff. And 45 makes the tackle. That time, Bruner met by Skepper. So third and 9 facing Logan. Optional play and run out of bounds, 24 Bruner. Running about 17 that time was Mitchell Kempler. And 20 Brad will have measurement. The officials timeout for measurement. Might remind you again, the K-Ets will be taking boxes around to collect money for UNICEF, and they would appreciate your contributions, and there will also be a box in the concession stand. We also would like to say that the future Husky cheerleaders need to go to the tennis court at about 3 minutes before halftime. And we'll announce this again, and Mrs. Copeland will be over there to meet you, but that will be before halftime. We have still a whole quarter to go. One, as they're about a yard short. And so 4th down and 1 facing the Trojans at the Husky 31. The Trojans are going for it on 4th down. And the handoff is to Wood, number 24. And number 20 makes the tackle, but not before Bruner gains a yard and a half, and it's a...
Somebody can now stand. Just tell them about how they did.
Ball carried by number 10, DeWitt. Good defensive play that time by 12, Lance Kinderknecht. Big rush on the quarterback, but he escapes. He gets out of bounds inside the 20 at about the 15 or 16 yard line.
17.
Running him out, number 17, Mitchell Hempler. 15-yard line of Northern Valley. 1st and 10, Logan. DeWitt running the ball to about the 15-yard line, gained perhaps of a yard on the play. Then on the tackle, number 28 and number 12. 28, Brian Shear, and 12, Lance Kinderknecht. 2nd and 9, Trojans. Hurdling some defenders, the ball carrier for Logan, 34, Mulder. Then on the tackle, several Huskies, including 17 and 79 and 20, Templar. The ball at the 10-yard line. Trojans needing to get to about the 6. Straight ahead play and a penalty flag on the field. Running the ball that time was Kyle Bruner.
20 and 34.
Tackle made by 20 and 34. And a personal foul indicated against Northern Valley. Preliminary indication.
What did he do? Hitting that
The penalty will be accepted by the Trojans, and half the distance to the goal will be marked off. And the penalty will give the Trojans a 1st and goal inside the Husky 5-yard line at about the 4. 1st and goal, Trojans. DeWitt running the ball in for the touchdown. Number 10, Nathan DeWitt takes the ball in for 6. Extra point attempt coming up for Logan. And the extra point attempt is successful. 44 taking the ball in for the Trojans. Logan to kick off to the Huskies. Good kick by Bruner, taken at about the 10-yard line by Skemper. Good blocking by the Huskies. He dances around and gets to about the 26-yard line. A nice run back by Skemper as he takes it from the 10 to the 26, 16 yards on the run back.
Sure, that goes in. It's right on the wall standing. I can't see what to read.
1st and 10, 13, sides, taking the ball for about a gain of 7. And Brown cannot cause a fumble, and the ball will be spotted at about the 33-yard line. And that's the end, and here comes the Husky offense. And quarter number 2 to begin. Kinderknecht keeping the ball and running for a couple. In on the tackle, 44, carrying 36. 3-yard gain, 1st and 10, Northern Valley. The ball at again about the 36-yard line of the Huskies. Kinderknecht handing the ball off the sides for gain of about 4. Stopped by a pack of Trojans, including 34, 24 and 74. Northern Valley. The ball just shy of the midfield stripe. Running the ball, Skemper. Skemper takes it for about 10, 11 yards. In on the tackle, number 21, Jason Jansonius. The ball at about the 30-yard line. A pitch from Kinderconnect to Sides, and Sides has some running room on the right. He'll lose 1, 2 tacklers, and touchdown. Number 13, Keith Sides, the senior co-captain of the Huskies, taking it in on a 30-yard run. Huskies in a little different formation for this extra point attempt. And a penalty flag is on the field. The preliminary indication is defensive pass interference, and the situation will be discussed with Northern Valley. Again, the Huskies come out in a different formation than they have shown in the past. Right up the middle, Kinderconnect takes it in for 2. Lance Kinderconnect on about a 2 to 3 yard, 22 to 8 score, and the Northern Valley Huskies will kick off to the Trojans. With a good boot this time. Drives Gruner back to the 6, and it's fumbled, picked up by Gruner. Gruner scrambling, gets to the 15, to the 20, and run out of bounds. Flags on the field. And on the tackle that time, running Gruner out, 21 and 12, Cox and Kinderconnect.
Surely one of those two. That's all I'm saying. Hey, this could be something.
Running the ball. DeWitt goes for about 3 to 4 yards. As they go to the left-hand side. In on the tackle, 79, Sal, 12, Kinderconnect, and 34, Ted Davis for the Huskies. Shy of the midfield stripe at about the 40-yard line. Running the ball, DeWitt scrambles for what appears to be a first down. In on the tackle, number 28, Brian Shear. First down and 10 at the Northern Valley 33-yard line. Running the ball, number 24, Gruner, stopped by 28, Shear. Brian Shear making the tackle on the 2-yard line of Northern Valley. DeWitt brings the Trojans to the line. DeWitt keeping the ball and running for good yardage. Tripping them up initially was number 34, Ted Davis. And 4. 3rd and 4, Trojans. Running the ball, 44, stopped by a pack of Huskies. 45, Skemper, 13, Sides, 20. Brad Cox. Husky defense trying to stop them on 4th down. Trojan offense trying to continue their quest here for some points. In the backfield, 24 met. Fighting. It'll be close. And the Husky defense has held. Northern Valley defense has held that time. On the run, on this possession. Running the ball, Sides for a couple. Good defensive play that time by 74 and 55 who made the Huskies beginning this drive at the 25. 2nd and 9. 17 Hempler for about 7 yards. In on the tackle, 21, Jason Jansonius. Interconnect, bringing the green-clad Huskies to the line. And off to 13, and 13 plows into Trojan territory for a first down. Running the ball, each sides to the 34-yard line. The Huskies hoping to keep their drive alive in Trojan territory at the 34. Rush on Kinderconnect, he releases the ball, and incomplete, just over the outstretched hands of the intended receiver, number 13, Sides. Good pressure put on that time by number 44. Making the defensive play that time on 45. Running the ball that time, 17, Mitchell Hempler, and 34-yard line of Logan. The Huskies need to get to the 24. 3rd and 10. And the ball pitched out to the right side, and meeting him, the left side of the Trojan defense. Trying to stop the Huskies. Husky offense trying to keep the drive alive. Interconnect. Completed pass. Number 13 Sides at the 22-yard line, first down. A gain on the play that time of around 11 to 12 yards. Huskies bringing the troops to the line here as Lance Kinderconnect quarterbacking. Backfield consists of Sides and Skemper. Sides running the ball, some good blocking put on by the Huskies. 55 making the defensive play, but a good defensive block that time. Offensive block by 48. We have to get the Huskies need to get to about the 12. 2nd down and 6, Northern Valley. Kinderconnect fighting to about the 10. 10 on the tackle, Nathan DeWitt. 44 also, Taryn Patterson. For the Huskies to get a first down without making a touchdown, as the yard markers are about the 10.5. Running the ball, 45. 45, Thad Skemper takes it for 3 hard-fought yards. 34 in on the defensive play was Rex Mulder, the senior. A Husky offensive player come to the line to compete here against the 8 white-clad Trojans. Kinderconnect keeping the ball inside the 5-yard line. 24 Gruner in on the tackle. A gain from about the 7 to about the 2 to 3 yard line. Go to the tennis court at this time. Mrs. Copeland is over there to meet you. And the ball is fumbled by the Huskies and recovered by the Trojans at about the 3-yard line. Northern Valley fumbles, and the Trojans will go on offense now. And the green-clad Huskies will go on defense. To make that announcement too. Okay, play resumes. Logan on offense, Huskies on defense. Ball at about the 3. DeWitt running the ball and going to his left, testing the right-hand side of the Husky defense. DeWitt trying it out, incomplete. Intended receiver at that time of Nathan DeWitt
You'd have been a good catch.
was, I believe, number 87. It will result in 3rd down and 11. Pass up the middle, 85 receiving the ball was Ryan Van Rokel. Big tackle that time by number 20, Brad Cox. Timeout is going to be taken to Logan. The ball again at about the 6-yard line. Whistle stop play, flag on the field.
He's been wide open.
To 6. Here it's 4th down. And back to kick for the Trojans, number 24, Gruner. Goodard punts the ball, a high punt that bounds from the 30 to about the 34-yard line and will be downed there. Northern Valley, 1st and 10. Connect, handing the ball to sides inside the 30. About a 5-yard gain by the Huskies. And on the tackle, 44. Patterson, 10. DeWitt. Time out by Northern Valley. Offense coming to the line at the 29-yard line. Northern Valley needing to get to the 24 for a first down. Logan on defense trying to hold the Huskies. Big rush by Logan back. Connect gets it off. And received by 21, Nathan Cox, and gains it up for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20. Connect. The pass is underthrown, and the pass is incomplete.
Even if they couldn't catch it.
2nd down and 10 from the 20. At the 20-yard line of Logan. 2nd down. Connect on a keeper, and he's going to gain about 10, 11-yard line. We do have a flag on the field, however.
1 out of bounds, 21.
And preliminary indication is that the penalty is against him. By the penalty, this will bring up 2nd down and about 18. 2nd down and 18, the ball now at the 28-yard line. The Huskies needing to get to the 10. Connect, pass is intercepted. Number 44 with the interception. Running is Patterson, taken down by number 12. Connect. There is a flag on the field, however. Flag on the field.
Oh, yeah. He really waited for it back there.
Yeah, he didn't wait for the ball back there.
Wait for the ball back there.
Whoever was catching the ball. They didn't argue about it.
Penalty flag back at the 20-yard line.
Discussion about that. That's all. It's typical. Yes, give it to us.
Defensive pass interference against the Trojans. As the ball spotted at about the 11-yard line, and the Huskies Logan has the ball. Number 10, DeWitt running the ball to about the 15, 16-yard line. Tackle put on by number 20, Brad Cox.
There must have been something in that order.
After the timeout, it will be 2nd down and about 6 yards to go for Logan. 2nd down and 6 for the Trojans. Number 10, DeWitt running the ball, and a good one-on-one tackle that time by number 13, Keith Sides. An offense for making a first down here. DeWitt at quarterback. Drops back, and it's intercepted. The Huskies intercepted the ball. Brad Cox run out of bounds. So penalty flag on the field. Down and goal for Northern Valley at about the 9-yard line. 1st and goal, Huskies. Connect drops the pass. Touchdown! Lance Kinnick on a 9-yard pass to number 13, Keith Sides. Kinnick to Sides. Kinnick scrambling, and the ball is fumbled. And the extra point attempt fails. Good defense that time.
Waited too long to make that decision. I get the
First point, Northern Valley with And the kick is off. A side-winding kick received at the 9-yard line by Gruner. Gruner with some runs and some good blocks. Gets out and just tripped up. Looked like Gruner was off, but just tripped up on about the 23-yard line by number 12, Lance Kinderconnect. Running the ball, number 24, Gruner tripped up with defensive play by number 48, and that is David Shear.
Take it
Number
off the
10,
whole way back, there you go.
DeWitt scrambling, and the pass is incomplete. Big pressure that time by number 11 and number 45, the skipper. Ball teed up on the 30-yard line, and the kick is off. A short skid kick taken at the 34-yard line by the Trojans. Falling on it, number 64 for their own 34-yard line. First and 10 Trojans. DeWitt handing the ball off, gain of about a yard by number 24, Kyle Gruner. 45, Thad Skimper in on the tackle. DeWitt rolling to his left, and 17, Mitchell Hempler in on the tackle. 20, Brad Cox also in on the tackle. And 48, David Shear. But he needs to get to about the 35 for a first and 10. Running the ball, number 34, Mulder. And he runs it into Husky territory at the Northern Valley 39. Gain of 4 on the play. And on the tackle, 79, Shane Sell. And 48, David Shear. 4th down and 4, Trojans. Gruner to kick the ball. A good kick by Gruner. Takes a Logan bounce and kind of dies at about the 11. Actually rolls back about it. Defensively, the Trojans trying to stop the Huskies here. 24 and 34 in the back. Number 12 trips, and there was a loss on the play of about a yard. Kinderconnect running the ball. Good second effort by the Husky ball carrier, running the ball out to about 15-yard line. His peak side stopped by 24. Kyle Gruner is trying to stop the Huskies here deep in the Husky-owned territory. And then now they're looking whistle stop play. There is a flag on the field.
Delay game. Took too long. I'm afraid of that. They killed a winner.
The delay of game is the preliminary signal against Northern Valley, and 5 yards marched off. This will bring up now a 3rd down and about 11.
Very simple. Don't get too squeaky kids.
Kinderconnect pump fakes, and he hits sides. Pass received in Logan territory at about the 35-yard line of the Trojans. A very long pass that time, 35-yard pass from Lance Kinderconnect to Keith Sides. Sides with a good catch on the last play, leaning back to get the ball. Big rush this time, and the sack. 87 led the charge. Barton Skinner. Also 71, Philip Situation for NV. 2nd and 20, Northern Valley. Short pass completed into Trojan territory, an 11-yard gain. It's now 3rd down and 9. The ball is going to be spotted at about the 34-yard line. The Huskies need to be DeWitt with the defensive play that time. 3rd and 9. Ball carrier keeps sides, And it looks like he rushes close to a first down.
44 got the first down.
24 and 44 and 87 in on the defense. Big rush.
71.
Short of the pass. Received by Brad Cox. Cox fighting to try to get into the 15.
10 and 21 got it.
10 and 21 in on the tackle. Nathan DeWitt and Jason Jansonius.
71.
Him down and one. The ball at about the 15-yard line. Running the ball. Scampers for about 8. 10 in on the tackle and 24. Gruner and DeWitt. The score at the beginning of the fourth quarter between Norton and Smith Center. It is a tie ball game. 14-14 for the Norton Smith Center ball. First and goal from the 6-yard line of Logan. Up to the line, Kinnickinnick brings the troops. 17, Hempler, the ball carrier. 71 making the tackle, Philip Henriksen. Gain on the play of about 3. Hempler takes it in for the touchdown. Mitchell Hempler. Extra point attempt coming up. The Huskies again. With backs way out to the right and left. A fake by Kinnickinnick. And incomplete. The extra point attempt failed. And Northern Valley will kick off to the Trojans from Logan. Booming kick by Kinnickinnick. And the ball rolls into the end zone and will be brought back to the 15-yard line.
Like we're going to win.
Ball carrier number 44. Karen Patterson, the offensive captain for the Trojans.
17, 34, 20.
In on the tackle, 17 and 34, Mitchell Hempler and Ted Davis. DeWitt, an incomplete pass, intended receiver that time 87, Barton Skinner. Quite a few Huskies defending on the play, including number 20, Brad Cox, 13, Sides, third. DeWitt barks out signals, takes some steps back, and a completed pass, number 85, hauling in the pass for the Trojans. Get into Husky territory for another first and 10. First and 10. DeWitt throwing the ball, but throwing it out of bounds. And there is a flag on the field back at about the 25-yard line.
Pretty good ratio, 45 and 71.
Holding is the preliminary indication against the Trojans, and this is now and 20 after the 10-yard penalty. First and 20, Logan. DeWitt running the ball, but 77 staying with the play, and 13 to back him up. 77, Jeff Connard. Connard, a senior for the Huskies, and 13, Keith Sides backing up Connard there. Ball is fumbled, loose ball, and recovered by number 11, Chris Skemper of Northern Valley. Fumble recovery by Chris Skemper. Sophomore 17 in the backfield, Mitchell Hempler, 13 also in the backfield, Keith Sides.
Job, boys.
The ball passed and tipped and fought for, and it is intercepted by Logan. Logan coming up with the interception, number 10, Nathan DeWitt. And he had possession in the end zone, and it will be DeWitt coming to the line with 24 Gruner and 44 Patterson in the backfield. DeWitt running, scrambling, 77 and 17. In on the tackle. 77 and 79 in on the tackle, and they are Jeff Connard and Shane Sell. Sell and Connard. Dropping at 11 Trojans. DeWitt handing the ball to Patterson. Patterson with some good yardage. We take that back. It's Mulder. Rex Mulder running the ball. And a nice gain by about 2 more yards. So good gain that time by Mulder. Hand off to 34. Whistle stop play before the pitch back. 20 and 45. Brad Cobb and 1. Ball at the 24. Logan offense needing a first down. Husky defense wanting to stop them on 4th down. Officials timeout. There's a flag on the field, and the preliminary indication is that the penalty is against Logan. So on the 4th and 1, a penalty will negate the play occurring, and 5 yards marked off as the Trojans lined up offside. Trojans offsides and 5 yards marched off. It's 4th down and 6 now from the 19. Anticipating a punt, the Huskies are dropping back number 13.
Is that 13 or 11?
Yeah.
13 or 11?
It's 13.
13 is sides. Bunt is dropped back. Kicked and received at the 26. Some good blocking by the Huskies line. Huskies block well and brought down is number 13 by 24 and 10. Running the ball, deep sides to about the 26, bringing the Huskies to the line. In the backfield, 11, Chris Skemper. Ball given to Chris Skemper, the sophomore. Good defensive play by 74, Matt Harmon. 2nd and 10, Envy. Hempler, the ball carrier, takes it for about 4. In on the tackle, 44, Taryn Patterson. Also 21, Jason Jansonius. 3rd and 6. Running the ball, looking for a hole. Sides, breaks through to about the 15-yard line. 21 making the play. Jason Jansonius making the play on defense. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The 3rd quarter concludes at this time. 3rd down. Get a connect, scrambling, open, 17, Hempler inside the 20, inside the 15, knocked out of bounds at about the 10, 24, knocking him out of bounds, Kyle Gruner. Nice little play by Mitchell Hempler. First and goal from the 10. There's a miscue on the snap. Fumble is recovered by Logan. Logan recovering the fumble. Husky defense on the field, including on the line 79, 45, 77. Running the ball for Logan, 24 Gruner, tripped up by 45 Skemper. DeWitt bringing the Trojans to the line. The 14-yard line of Logan. DeWitt running the ball to maybe the 16. We'll call it a 2-yard gain. Tripped up by number 34 for the Huskies, Ted Davis. Davis, a junior for Northern Valley. DeWitt with the pump fake. He's running the ball. And run out of bounds by number 17, Mitchell Kempler, making the defensive play for the Huskies. The Trojans appear to be going for it. Husky defense on the line. Trojan offense trying to make the yard. Running the ball, 24 Gruner, 77 and 12 on the tackles. Good defensive play by 77, Jeff Connard, and 12, Lance Kitterkinick.
God, he never was a
And there'll be an official's timeout for a measurement. That was a close play. Offensive player running the ball, Grunert, and right there to meet him, the wall of Huskies led by Connard and by Kinderknecht. And they made it. Logan. 10 as the Trojan offense continues on the field here in the fourth quarter. DeWitt looking to pass, and it is picked off. Number 13, Keith Sides for the Huskies, intercepting the DeWitt pass at the 32 Valley. Kinderknecht brings the green-clad Huskies to the line. Running the ball, Sides, taking it close to a first down. 24 in on the tackle is Kyle Grunert. 44, Taryn Patterson, also making the first and 10. Second down and 1, Green. Running the ball, Brad Skimper. 71 on the defense that time, Philip Henriksen. Kinderknecht running for about 3, taking the ball from the 20 to the 17. 71 again on the tackle. Philip Henriksen, the junior for the Trojans. Backfield to Northern Valley. Brad Skimper, Keith Sides, and Kinderknecht. Sides, a good cut upfield inside the 10. 24 in on the defense that time, Kyle Grunert. Last time that there was a miscue on the snap, and the Huskies hope to avoid that this time. Quarterback Kinderknecht bringing the ball up, pitching the ball to Sides. Sides inside the 5. And tackling him, number 44, Taryn Patterson. 24 also in on the tackle, Grunert. Hempler and Sides in the backfield. And the ball run to about the 1 or 2 yard line by Hempler, and he stopped. Officials timeout. Kinderknecht with the ball. And touchdown, handing it to Keith Sides, number 13, and Sides taking it in for 6. Touchdown, Northern Valley. Huskies going for a 2-point conversion. Ball is pitched and not received that time, and the Logan defense has held the Huskies, and they are unsuccessful in their 2-point conversion attempt.
We got through that pretty fast.
Kicking the ball. A good kick by Kinderknecht, taken at the 5-yard line by Jansonius. Jansonius gets one good block, and then there to meet him, the Huskies. Number 53, Philip Covington, and number 7 line for Logan. Incomplete pass. DeWitt's intended receiver, Van Rokel. 24-yard line, 2nd and 10, Logan. DeWitt receiving the ball. Ball fumbled. Looks like it's recovered by the Trojans. A reverse call by Logan, and 87 running the ball. Martin Skinner, 12 in on the tackle for the Huskies, and that is Lance Kinderknecht. 1st and 10, the ball again at about the 37-yard line of Logan. A whole pack of Huskies in on the tackle that time of number 34, Mulder. Gain by Mulder to about the midfield stripe. 2-yard gain, we'll call it. Second down and 8 for the Trojans from Logan. Logan next week at home, starting district play as they will entertain the Kensington Gold Bugs. Northern Valley will finish up their Cheyenne Conference schedule as the finale will be against Moreland. DeWitt completes the pass to number 44. 44 is Karen Patterson. Patterson run out of bounds at the 36-yard line. A 5-yard. DeWitt faking a handoff and then handing to the second back through, and he gains a couple.
95. 20. 95? Or 79? 20. Where did
Okay. The ball inside the Husky 35-yard line. 4th and 2 Trojans.
Slipping up.
Husky defense keying on DeWitt. DeWitt slips through. DeWitt to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. The Huskies were looking for DeWitt, but DeWitt slipped through the track and takes it for... Last time the Trojans were successful in the first quarter when they attempted their extra point attempt, and this time they're successful again. Number 44, I believe, Karen Patterson, taking it in for 2 16s. The kick, a good kick, taken by number 34 at about the 11-yard line. Number 34 reversing field, running down to his left, taken down at about the 19. An 8-yard run back by Ted Davis.
84, 85, 11.
In on the tackle.
No, on 71. 84.
If we have number 80, there is a flag on the field here. We'll see what happens.
Naughty, naughty, naughty. No, turn there on top of it. First goal.
There is a second penalty on sportsmanlike conduct, and another 15 yards will be marched off, and the ball now will be placed at the 31-yard line of the Trojans. So 2 costly penalties for Logan, and the ball back at the 31. And now play resumes. Kinnick, quarterbacking in the backfield, Chris Skemper and Mitchell Hempler. Skemper, the ball carrier, and no gain or a little loss perhaps on the play. 10, DeWitt in on the tackle of Skemper. Center Connor, hovering over the ball in the backfield, Skemper and Hempler. Quarterback, Kinnick, big rush, and incomplete pass. Pass was underthrown as a big rush was put on by 71 and 74. That time, 3rd and 12 NB. Kinnick, virtually no gain. Logan defense fired up out here. 44. Patterson in on the top end. 12 Northern Valley. Let's see what they do here on 4th down. Logan defense trying to stop the Huskies. Kinnick scrambling, has time, throws the ball, and caught. 21, Nathan Cox. A fine reception that time at about the 23-yard line reception. Quarterback DeWitt drops back 3-4 steps, looks to throw the ball, and it is caught. DeWitt hitting Van Roppel. DeWitt dropping back, big rush by the Huskies, and he's caught. 79 that time. Shane Sell. What a rush. That's going to result in at least a 10-yard loss. The ball, 2nd and 22. DeWitt. Big rush again. This time Chris Skemper and Shane Sell. Skemper getting to him first. Loss on the play of about 6. So the Husky line, 3rd and 28. Big rush again, and again, 3rd time in a row. The Huskies sack the quarterback, Chris Skemper. His 2nd time in a row for him, getting to the quarterback.
Chris is too quick. Chris is too quick for that center to get. He just goes down like a bit.
Just fell out.
The loss on the play puts the ball back at about the 13-yard line. It is 4th down, and the Logan is in kick formation. And the kick is blocked! And touchdown, Brad Cox! An impressive defensive display by the Huskies. First, Shane Sell dropping the quarterback for an 11-yard loss. Then Chris Kemper dropping him for a 6-yard loss. Chris Kemper again, and then Sell.
Yeah. You penalize him on that extra.
There is a flag, however, on the field. Brad Cox that time with the block. And real nice play by the Huskies defense. 4 straight plays in a row. So the touchdown, score of the touchdown, 6 points on the board, and the extra point attempt coming up for the Huskies with a penalty to be assessed apparently later.
Kickoff.
You'd think though they would have an experienced guy in there at least.
Kind of picked it up like this. Delay of game.
Tender connect, dropping back to pass, runs the ball, and the 2 points is good. Nice play by the Husky receiver as he catches the ball and then is tackled. And we have an injured player on the field for the Huskies.
Don't push me like that. All right.
Teeing up the ball, number 12 for Northern Valley
10 and 21.
is going to connect. 10 and 21 back to receive. That's Jansonius and DeWitt. DeWitt takes it at the 5. Nathan runs to the 10, the 15, gets a block, takes it out to the 20.
21.
A 15-yard run back, approximately, by Nathan DeWitt. The ball going to be spotted at the 21-yard line. DeWitt passes the ball incomplete, right off the intended receiver's fingers. Martin Skinner jumping for the ball, but just off of his fingertips. 2nd down and 10 from the 21. The Husky defense.